here. Hey, he's doing a back grenade. Is it?
Greg,
yeah.
Joe boy there.
Hey, how's it going?
And guess where I am?
Sorry?
So, last weekend, I happened to be in the Royal Albert Hall watching Distant Worlds, which is a Final Fantasy orchestra playing all the Final Fantasy hits, 1 to 13, which also included music from Final Fantasy 14, which has not been released yet, just a single track. So, how did I find the entire experience? God damn enjoyable! Really entertaining, very enjoyable. It was great to seeing all the music from the Final Fantasy series being played. I am not the biggest Final Fantasy fan, but don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy it. I enjoyed playing 7 all the way through, and I enjoyed playing 10 nearly towards the end. Oh God, but I never got a chance to complete that game. I was so close to the end, I was so close to finding out what the storyline is, and then what happens? My brother's girlfriend at the time, she decides she needs more space on the PS2 memory card, and so she deletes my game. I never found out the ending! Why? I'm still bitter about it to this day. Not really. However, I really did like sitting there and listening to the orchestra playing all the hits from the entire range. And I really did enjoy the 2 monitors on either side of the orchestra playing video footage of the game as the music was being played for us. And let me tell you something, it's been about 15 years since I last played Final Fantasy VII, and graphically it hasn't aged very well. I remember playing it for the first time going, my god, these graphics are mind-blowing, but now they're just hard to digest. But I digress. As I mentioned before, the Distant Worlds Orchestra were playing all the hits of Final Fantasy from 1 to 13, and everyone around was really enjoying themselves, standing, applauding, cheering. Now, there are a couple of... Oh no, where is it? Where is it? It's... Oh, phew, thank God. I've still got the ticket, it's alright. However, as enjoyable as the show was, there was a couple of nitpicking points I'd like to make. The first nitpicking point was, it was just too short. The entire show, from what I remember, is about 2.5 hours long. It just felt short. It could have gone on for another hour and I'd be more than happy just to sit there and watch and listen. Second point, I don't know the full capacity of the Royal Albert Hall, but it was completely packed, so maybe 100 or 200 odd people. And there wasn't nearly enough cosplayers. I only saw, at the very most, 10 people who actually made the effort to dress up as various characters from the Final Fantasy series, which I felt was kind of disappointing. I was kind of hoping for the entire hall to be full of cosplayers. However, there were a good number of people who really made the effort for their costumes, and they looked absolutely amazing. Even I made the effort of dressing up as one of the Final Fantasy characters. I dressed up as Rude from Final Fantasy VII, one of the main Turks. And you know, it's just a casual attempt at trying to look like Rude, one of the big Turks from Final Fantasy VII, putting on the suit, the gloves, the glasses, even down to the earrings. So what do you guys think? Grax with earrings? Or Grax without earrings? And I was getting various compliments from people saying that what I was wearing was the best Rude outfit that they'd ever seen, and various other people's attempts were just naff in comparison. Well, in all honesty, it is pretty easy to dress up a Rude when you're a bold conehead like me. So all in all, would I recommend people to go watch Distant Worlds? Well, there's a couple of things. Firstly, if you are a fan of the Final Fantasy series, what are you doing watching this video? Why aren't you going online right now to buy tickets for the show? This is made for you. These are for you to experience. And if you're not a fan of the series, yeah, it is worth watching. It is an experience going out for an orchestra evening with a bit of a gaming theme, which I think is quite cool. If memory serves me right, this is the first time that the Distant Worlds Orchestra was playing the Final Fantasy music in the UK. But because there was such a huge turnout, there was such a huge sellout of the tickets, of course they're going to play again. And they even announced on the evening that November 17th, 2012 is when they'll next perform in London. So keep an eye out and make sure you buy those tickets. I really want to see those fingers. So, what did you do last weekend?